The history of the submarine fleet knows many disasters, but the causes of most of them are unknown, as the underwater submarine disappearance disasters have become one of the worst disasters in many regions of the world, and many submarine disappearance incidents are characterized by mystery and horror, and no one has reached to solve the mystery of the reason for their disappearance so far. As is the case with the incident of the Argentine submarine San Juan and the American Scorpion, in this video we collected for you the 5 most famous submarines that disappeared in mysterious circumstances, and no one was able to know the reason for their disappearance until now. On the 9th of April 1963, the American submarine Treacher sank in the Atlantic Ocean, and this disaster led to the deaths of 129 people, and on that morning, the submarine left Portsmouth to search for it. Then it gave unspecified signals that there were some problems, and at a later time the U.S. military confirmed the submarine, which was considered missing, sank, and the causes of the disaster were not determined. On the 27th of January 1968, naval exercises were taking place in the Mediterranean near Toulon for the French Navy, and the submarine commander said that he wanted to dive to find out the reasons for the strange sounds that were chasing the submarine, and after that it disappeared and was not found, and therefore the reasons for its disappearance are not known. Until now, strangely enough, 2 years after that accident, another French submarine called Eurydice disappeared in the same place, and the causes of the tragedy remained unknown. On the 8th of March 1968, the Soviet submarine K-129 disappeared in the Hawaiian area, and in July 1975, the Americans succeeded in a secret operation in recovering parts of the submarine from a depth of 5,000 meters, and many stories were written about that incident, but it was not revealing the secret of the submarine sinking so far. On May 22, 1968, the U.S. nuclear submarine, Scorpion N-589, disappeared with 99 people on board. The submarine was supposed to return to its place of residence in the Mediterranean Sea, but it did not return, and another submarine of the same type disappeared in World War II for no reason. Later, the remains of the submarine were found at a depth of 3,000 meters. Watercraft reconnoitered the site several times, but the cause of the sinking was not determined. On the 15th of November 2017, the Argentine submarine San Juan disappeared, with 44 people on board, including military personnel and officers, while it was carrying out a routine mission near the capital, Buenos Aires, and the search for it began immediately, and even after the American forces joined the search mission, it was not found. So far, its disappearance is one of the most famous submarine disappearances. On November 18, 2023, the submarine Titan disappeared with 5 people on board, who were on a trip to explore the wreck of the Titanic in a remote area in the Atlantic Ocean, where the company that owns the submarine has been offering tours of the wreck of the Titanic since 2021 at a price of up to $250,000 per person. The only one, and Canadian military reconnaissance planes, monitored sounds underwater during the search for the missing submarine, while the American and Canadian Coast Guards continue to search for the submarine that has enough oxygen for only 96 hours. One of the marine experts said that even if the submarine is found, it will not be. It is easy to recover, due to the fact that even the best divers cannot dive safely more than a few hundred meters only, and the Titanic had sailed from the port of Southampton on the 10th of April 1912 on its first trip heading to New York, but it sank after it collided with an iceberg after 5 days of sailing. Nearly 1,500 of its passengers and 2,224 crew members were killed. In 1985, the wreckage of the ship, which was then the largest in the world, was found at a depth of 4,000 meters in the international waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Since then, the wreckage has been visited by treasure hunters and tourists. Friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think is the reason for the disappearance of these submarines? Why has no one been able to solve the mystery of her disappearance so far?